Hello everyone, my name is Josh and welcome to the next LP on my channel. After taking over a year to finish Sonic 1, wow, hopefully this one doesn't take as long as that. It shouldn't, but we're jumping straight into Sonic 2, and we're starting with the 8-bit version this time, as the 8-bit version actually precedes the 16-bit version by at least a month. So this is technically the first appearance of Miles Tails Prower. We'll be getting into a little bit more of Tails in the next episode, but for now we're gonna jump right into Sonic 2 for the Master System and the Game Gear. Now I am playing the Master System version of the game, unlike Sonic 1 8-bit where I played the Game Gear version. The reason for this is because this game is ungodly difficult and I'd rather be able to see everything that's going on instead of only a little bit of it. Anyway, Sonic 2 8-bit begins in a zone called Underground Zone. This game's story technically takes place after Sonic 2 16-bit. Tails and Sonic have already become friends, and they know each other quite well. The main basic premise of this story is that Tails has been kidnapped by Dr. Eggman, and Sonic has to go save him. We are back on South Island, and we are going to go around a few different places in South Island this time around. We are starting with Underground Zone, the first stage of Sonic 2 for 8-bit consoles. This is a rather interesting opening level. It's very fun, it's a good level, but it is very slow. Let's put it that way. Some parts of Underground Zone are fast, other parts are not. These levels don't take too long to complete. In fact, they're quite easy, which is very nice. But do not be warned, after this stage, this game gets a lot more difficult. Anyway, welcome to Act 2. In this stage, we'll be seeing our lovely Chaos Emeralds once again, which, just like in Sonic 1 8-bit, are actually in the stages. Now, right there, you saw one thing that this game has over the 8-bit version of Sonic 1. You can actually collect your rings back in this version. Always good to be able to do that. And yes, so what we're doing right here is I'm going to get the Chaos Emerald for this stage, and to do this you have to stay on as much of the top half as possible. You do not want to go down the bottom. If you go down the bottom, you cannot make it. And right here, this is the last one. You really don't want to screw it up here, and there we go, we are done, and there is our first Chaos Emerald, the blue Chaos Emerald. This time around, we only have to collect 5 Chaos Emeralds in the stages, as the 6th Emerald Dr. Robotnik already has. Anyway, with that being said, that's the end of Act 2, pretty quickly. If you go down the bottom, it's a bit more dangerous, but staying up top is harder than it looks. Here we are, we move on to Underground Zone Act 3. Just like Sonic 1 8-bit, the third act has no rings and contains only the boss. This time around, however, we get a little bit more interesting platforming challenges getting to the boss. They're also usually a lot longer. They're also usually a bit longer than the ones we saw before in Sonic 1 for 8-bit, for the Game Gear and the Master System. But this one's not that bad. This one is a whole game about timing. Anyway, right here, Robotnik decides to come rescue our life, which is crazy. Don't know why he'd do that. And he takes us up to fight the first boss. For this one, you don't want to move. You just want to stand in the middle. You got this lovely ball that comes down. You want to jump over it. That ball's going to hit that little thing moving down the bottom right there. And every time it hits, it's going to go a bit faster. This game does not have the magic number 8. Some bosses will take 8 hits to defeat, others will not. This one, I'm pretty sure, takes 6 hits to defeat, as it does take a bit of time. You will notice that it gets a bit faster every time. No, it doesn't matter. Once you hit it 6 times, watch out, there's Eggman. You want to jump over him. And you don't want to move around until he's actually gone. With that being said, we can move up along and over, and we have our lovely capsule right here. One in the air this time. I'm going to jump up and hit it. And that ends the first zone of Sonic 2 for 8-bit. So, Master System and Game Gear. That was the easiest level in the game. This game will definitely get a lot harder. And we will see that in later episodes. Until then, ciao!